Hello! Welcome to the Devlin Bishop Show, and this is our Easter Egg-Stravaganza, which I think is way too much spectacle
Yeah.
for what you're going to get tonight. Because basically, it's just me and Corda talking about nobody's favorite holiday, Easter. No, that's not true. Hey, hey, I did a St. Patrick's Day thing,
Yeah.
and Easter is definitely higher up
Oh
than
yeah.
it. Actually, no, but Easter just doesn't get the same kind of love as Christmas does.
No.
Even though I personally think,
Hmm.
and I'm not, like, I have my beliefs,
Yes.
but I'm not a religious person, but I believe that Easter is more spiritual,
Yes.
more religious, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Christmas is, baby Jesus was born, but he's doing tons of stuff on Easter.
That's right.
So, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good, and if you think I'm going to be holding this basket up for the whole thing, you're wrong. But
Yeah.
I will try to wear the ears because honestly, I've been looking at myself in the monitor, and I really think I look kind of cute with the ears.
They're very
So
cute.
yeah, yeah. I usually buy these because I'm one of those people who work in retail, and I like to be that person that wears that kind of stuff. But we'll see. This year it's a little harder because it's like, hey, it's a bunny with a mask, But
You
hey,
can put
I
whiskers
did
on
it
your
for
mask.
St. Patrick's Day. Pardon?
You can put whiskers on
No,
your
those are
mask.
creepy.
Yeah,
Those
which
are creepy.
yeah.
Yeah, I see people wearing those animal masks, and no
Oh,
offense if you're one of those people, please don't leave us. We don't have much viewers. But if you're one of those people that wear those animal masks, they are creepy. Okay? Like some inbred thing, human, kind of like when they did those human-y little My Little Pony.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now I'm kind of creeped out. What a way to start the show, being creeped out. So I actually was surprised how much we got done in St. Patrick's Day, although I think we hit every major Irish stereotype. So we're going to do that with Easter now. And are you a big fan of Easter?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really think about it except at Easter time, but I enjoy Easter.
Well, yeah, it's funny because you ask people to describe Christmas, and you
Yeah,
see them light up if
yeah,
they love Christmas. Then
mhm,
you mention Halloween, and they light up if they like Halloween.
yeah.
Then Thanksgiving, people you're like rub their tummies because they're like, ooh, food. But then when you get to Easter, it's like, yeah, that's fun too.
Yeah.
All I know is anybody who came up with a holiday where you mix chocolate and hard-boiled eggs, oh my God, that's a recipe for disaster right there. Did your family do a lot of big Easter celebrations?
Not really. We hunted for little chocolate Easter eggs. That's about it. So I
Yeah,
know
I
I know
used
my
to
mom and
remember.
dad do church and stuff now with it because they go to church
Yeah, and
now.
as I said, Easter is the big church time, I would think.
I,
Um, but yeah, I remember. I actually kind of liked Easter when I was a kid. I used to love dyeing eggs,
hmm.
and we got to do it again when Erin was little, which was quite
Yeah,
nice.
that was fun.
I think we enjoyed it more than she did,
Oh yeah, I'm
uh,
sure.
but it was kind of fun, and I used to like having the little stickers, and you could put it on. Or I was pretty artistic too,
Yeah,
so I used to like drawing, and I used to draw the members of the family on eggs.
nice.
And then on Easter morning, we never did the hide the egg. Well, we did. I'm wrong. We did do hide the eggs, but we didn't do the wake up and find the eggs.
Oh, okay.
We just played hide the egg.
Okay.
Sounds sounds like kind of a sexual thing.
It does.
Yeah, no, because I remember waking up Easter morning, and there'd just be like on the table was our Easter baskets with chocolate, and I think there was sometimes a little gift, usually a
Yeah,
little stuffed animal or a little toy,
yeah.
and then the eggs that we had decorated were in a bowl right next to them,
Okay.
and then we would have breakfast, and then we would kind of hide the eggs, and then my brothers would find them, and it really sucked for me because I'm a lot younger than my brothers,
Yeah.
so it's they outgrew it long before, and so I'd be sitting there wanting to hide eggs, and nobody wanted to do it. My parents were like, "Yeah, we're not doing that." We bought the crap, and stuff like that. And I don't remember us having big Easter dinners. If it was, I'm guessing it might have been ham or
Okay.
something like that.
Um,
But I don't remember having like, rabbit or no, I don't think
I don't think many people have rabbit. I mean, there probably are some, but.
duck, you know. I don't think that was one of our special occasions that we'd run out and get some fried chicken. But ham might be right, but ham wouldn't have excited me because
Yeah.
I enjoy ham, but it's not like something that makes my eyes light up. It's not like Taco Tuesday or Pizza Day or something. It's like, oh, ham. I'm probably more excited about the mashed potatoes and gravy rather than, oh, ham. Okay, ham's nice.
Yeah.
Tastes like human flesh, I hear.
I wouldn't know.
And yeah, and so I remember that. And I remember going to an Easter service too.
Okay.
I remember when I visited, when we'd go spend time in Whitby with my brother and his family. I think once I went with my sister and we went to the Easter, and I thought that was quite nice, the service at Easter. I've been to one midnight mass and one Easter service. As I said, I have my beliefs, but
Yeah.
obviously I'm not a big churchgoer.
Yeah.
But I remembered it was quite nice. It was quite nice.
Good.
I was thinking it was going to be more like the old days with people showing up with their Easter bonnets,
Oh,
but
that'd be sweet. Yeah.
I guess they don't do that as
Like,
much anymore,
probably
you
not.
know.
There must be some
Look how much money I have. What were you saying?
There must be some churches where they do still do that and everything, where they all get
I hope so.
dolled up. I hope so too.
Well, I think
People are phoning me.
always. Jeez,
Sheesh.
taking calls. Is it important?
No.
Okay. Um, I think those are the two. If you're religious and you want to kind of prove you're religious without having to go as I think if you go Easter and if you go midnight mass on or some kind of mass at Christmas, I think you're good. I think there's a lot of people that think, yeah, we can get away with that.
Yeah, you don't need.
But no, I just went for the hell of it. I thought it would be quite nice, and it was. I remember church is always kind of relaxing to me, and I don't mean like I mean I like the idea of it. I like the community of it. I love the feel of I don't know, like everybody comes together. I think that's what we're missing a lot in the world now.
Yeah.
Well, we're missing that a lot because of the pandemic, of
Yes.
course. But I love the community of it, and yeah, I really like that a lot. So boy, who would have thought we'd talk about religion so much?
Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I always get it wrong. Was Jesus strung up on Good Friday, or
Yes, I
and he
believe
was resurrected
on the Sunday.
Easter Sunday?
Yeah, I think so.
And what does Easter Monday? What's Easter
I think
Monday?
it's just an extra day off.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just because the banks
I
are like,
shouldn't.
the holiday's on a Sunday. Well, we want to have the Monday.
I hope I'm not offending any religious people with that. Did I literally said strung up, but you know what I mean. He was crucified, for our sins. You
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're for my sins because I didn't live back then, but I guess in general,
In
for
general, yes.
everyone. That's a true martyr. It's like I'm gonna take on even people that aren't even born yet.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I think that's the idea, is that he
That's
took them all like forever. So
yeah. And then on Easter Sunday he walked again and he came
yeah.
up and well, a lot of people would say he's the first zombie, but I think he was full of life.
Yes. I don't
Yeah, for those of you expecting a regular Easter, there's probably a lot of good sermons you can watch right now. We're
this
going to talk mostly about chocolate and stuff. And, do you remember any specific gifts or anything special you got at Easter?
not really. I just
Just like,
Yeah, just remember getting chocolate, those little tiny chocolate eggs wrapped in foil. That's what we always got. Lots of those.
now, do you have a favorite one? Like, do you like vanilla bunnies? Do you like just solid? Do you like the hollow chocolate?
I
Do you
like
like,
hollow chocolate personally. Yeah.
why is that?
Um,
It's easier to eat?
I don't know if it's just because it's easier, but it might be something like that. It just the solid ones, it just seems like a big chocolate bar, whereas the hollow ones, at least it feels different to eat it. I guess I don't know. It's more interesting.
Yes, that's what we do here. We try to have an in-depth conversation about hollow bunnies. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
And sometimes those bunnies are a little bit hard to like
Yeah.
bite if they're not hollow. But
Yeah.
you know, and were you one of those ones who tried to save the eye to close to the end, or did you like
Uh,
eat them first?
I think I probably put it out of its misery first, so because it would be weird to have it staring at me even longer, you know.
So you ate the eyes so it wouldn't see devour the rest of its body?
Yes.
Well, that's logical, I guess. I remember also getting jelly beans and those really big ones that I really didn't like, but we'd always get them anyhow.
Okay.
It's like they're not jelly beans, but they're just like big, kind of like waxy
Oh, I think I know.
eggs. I don't even know if they make them anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I think they look kind of like jelly beans, but they're not jelly beans. I think I know which ones you mean. I don't know if they make them anymore either.
And did you feel disappointed if you got a rooster or something, or
I
did
don't
it
think I
have to be a
ever did.
bunny?
I don't think I
Yeah,
ever
I remember getting a couple of chocolate cocks. Um,
did.
yeah, it was weird because they sometimes had a hen or a rooster.
Okay. I don't remember
That
getting
would be the
anything other
nicest.
than a bunny, so, you know. I probably
Yeah.
did it, but obviously it didn't bother me too much to scar me for life or anything.
Well, I can't remember the name. I think there's a chocolate company called Talon.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time we heard about this, I remember this is when going back to when Mike and I started dating, and it was around Easter, and we went and we were looking at all the Easter stuff, and I remember there was one that was a woman in
Yes,
chocolate.
I remember
And the
too.
company was Jean Talon, but we didn't know that at the time. And it just said like chocolate Jean Talon, and we just couldn't stop laughing because we thought this was some woman. Like, what did she envision herself to be done in chocolate or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
you know? But it just made me laugh. But
Mhm.
yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy a nice jelly bean once in a while.
Okay.
Um, yeah, a lot of people don't know that about me, so that's pretty much all you're going to learn new about me.
Yeah.
It's not something I'll just say, oh, I need a jelly bean right now, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, yeah,
Yeah. It's one of those things where if there's jelly beans there, I'll like have one and that'll be plenty for me. It's
oh,
like
you're not a jelly
I'm
bean
not
fan?
big on the jelly beans. I'm not sure. Those and gumdrops. I'm not really big on that. So
Yeah,
I can
I
go.
don't mind that.
Yeah.
The best Easter one I ever had was I remember getting a chocolate bunny who was like a disc jockey.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you got a 45, which is one of those records that, a single we used to call them. And it actually had this really ridiculous song called Honey Bunny. I can't remember what it was called. It's something like Honey Bunny. And it was the most annoying song, but as a kid I really loved it.
Sure.
And it was weird because, and oh God, I wish I still had it. Boy, that chocolate would be rough. But I mean, no, I mean like, because it was such of its time. Like,
uh,
I don't see that anymore. Like, I don't think I ever saw like you got a bunny and an 8-track, but this was like literally a 45, and it was
well,
Honey Bunny and somebody, Honey Bunny. But I really wish I had an MP3, and every once in a while I go on YouTube looking to see if anybody put this on. But I think most people probably played it once. I did not. I played it several times, and every Easter it would come out again. And then I just kind of lost it when I got rid of my 45s and stuff. But
Yeah.
it was Honey Bunny and something, but I couldn't even tell you who sang it. But it was really, it wasn't like really annoying, but it was just kind of really poppy. But anybody who knows me, I really love that.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's good. But you know, I was getting my MP3 ready for Easter,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, at Christmas, I'm going through like hundreds of songs to figure out which Christmas carols I like.
Yes.
At Halloween, I'm going through hundreds of songs to see what Halloween. And so I got my MP3 ready and I put my 8 Easter songs on.
You're the bunny hop.
The Bunny Hop was in there, Easter Bonnet,
Okay.
from Judy Garland, and a couple of other ones that, you know, DC Talk, some Jesus is
Yep.
Still Alright, or Jesus Freak.
Yep.
I figure I can crank out my Jesus music
Yep.
around that time. Jesus Christ Superstar is
Yes.
a good one. Yeah, but honestly, sometimes I've tried to stretch it out and put stuff like Elvis singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, because
Yeah.
Easter always reminds me of farm animals and stuff. And Chicken Grabber, if you've never heard it, make that your homework after you watch this to go check out. I think the group's the Nighthawks. It's a 60s song with, you know, just some guy going, here, chicky, 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 and you hear chickens in the background. And I can't remember if I put that, but I said, I'm really stretching now. So we need more Easter albums, you know. I wonder if they have, since they have so many millions of those Hallmark movies, I wonder if they have Hallmark Easter movies.
They should. I don't know.
They should. I'll color your eggs.
That's right.
Here, chicky, chicky. We could do a whole movie based on Chicken Grabber.
They did. Pink flamingos.
And so I felt that maybe we could add to help people. And so, like we did with St. Patrick's Day, I thought, okay, there's a couple of go-to Easter movies.
Mm-hmm.
Anything religious will do pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially if Jesus is in it.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you just don't want to feel like watching that. So I came up with some stuff. Before we get to some movies, some specials that I like. And again, there is lots of Easter specials out there. When I say lots, I mean not many, but
Yeah.
they're out there. But two I would like to mention
Okay.
is, of course, Holiday here in this house wouldn't be without the Peanuts special du jour.
Yes.
And of course, it's the Easter Beagle. Charlie Brown would be, and I like this one. It's a little strange.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's fun.
yeah, my problem with stuff like that is the Christmas one is so wonderful, and Linus, you know, does that thing about reminding us about the religious side of it. And then Linus seems to almost get like a brain seizure, because you know he does, because in
I know, but I
Halloween,
never thought of it that way.
yeah, well, here he is, this really religious guy, and
Yeah.
then kind of close to Satan worshiping, waiting for something like the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
And every year he sits in that patch, and it just sounds like something disturbing. Like,
Yeah.
and then he talks about the Easter Beagle.
Mhm.
Like, I guess it would be pretty deep if he started saying, and then we nailed Jesus up to the cross. And,
Yeah, that
you know,
wouldn't be
but
a bit much, but
it could be done.
yeah.
I recently watched, they did a Remembrance Day one, and
Oh.
they had war sequences in it and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, he waits for the Easter Beagle. Like, they don't even do the bunny. It's
Yeah.
he has to do all the work. But it's just very weird. But I think I like the Easter one a lot because it's
Yeah.
got all that funny stuff with Peppermint Patty screwing up eggs. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I don't get the idea that peppermint patty is stupid.
No.
But in this one, is it Peppermint Patty that does it? Or is it Marcy?
It might be Marcy.
I gotta watch this again, and I watch this every year.
No, I'm not sure.
But still, Marcy should know better.
Yeah.
But somebody's screwing up the eggs all the time. They keep going to buy eggs and stuff.
Doing it in a toaster and things like that. Yeah.
But I think it ranks up there. Maybe I like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I would say it's in the top 5. There's a couple questionable ones. So anyhow, the Easter Beagle, definitely one to watch. I don't know where you'll see it. I think they've been on PBS, or you can always pick up a copy at Walmart around this time of year.
Yeah.
And I also, one of my favorite, Rankin and Bass. Now they do a couple for Easter, but my favorite is the Easter Bunny is Coming to Town. Why do I like this one so much? Is one of my favorite Christmas specials is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Rankin and Bass. And this is just blatantly a rip-off of that. And, like, they don't even hold any, no holds bar. This is just, like, everything from a narrator that tells us all the stuff that the Easter Bunny learned how to do. Like, they don't even hide it. It's like, and I love that. I love that. And he's a bit of a badass, which I love. And, you know, the songs aren't quite as memorable, but it's still a fun one to watch. And they do have another one called Here Comes Peter Cottontail, which is really out there with steampunk creatures. And yeah, it's bizarro. But if you want to look for something a little twisted, maybe try that. And of course, we're going to kick things off with our movies. I got some really good movie choices and some alternative movie choices.
Good.
But we're going to start with the granddaddy of them all, because when I was a kid, every Easter, ABC, the network, would show its annual showing on Sunday night of the 10 Commandments. I do not know if they do this anymore. So this movie that's already almost 4 hours long now has commercials in it, and it runs pretty much all night.
Wow.
It's like Gone with the Wind. It starts at 7 and then it basically goes until like close to midnight. But every year you'd go and watch it. Now, you have never watched the 10 Commandments.
I've seen little bits of it, but I've never watched it.
You know what? You have to really see it. And I've got to the point, I think I saw, like you, bits and pieces, and then Mike is a fan, and we watched it, I think, twice since we've been together. And the last time I watched it, I almost said that, first of all, 10 Commandments is a great movie. It's very camp. It's very camp, and from all the religious movies, and I'm not going to talk about a lot of the religious movies. Go and find your own religious movie. But I really like the campiness of it. And it's got a great cast, and it's just a wonderful film. It's a little long, though, and there are parts that are really raggy. So the next time I said I might start watching the 10 Commandments with the fast-forward button.
That's fair.
Egypt. Parting of the Red Sea. You know, just the best bits. But then Mike made a comment and said, yeah, I know it's long, but there are little nuances. Now, the thing I love about these old movies, and Damien has actually made me watch these old Greek movies from the 60s, 50s, because he's into anything with war, and for some reason he puts me through these, and they are entertaining. But one thing I love about it is the spectacle.
Yes.
You know, because this was practical effects. So when you see all these people, this is actual people. They're not using CGI like they would now. These are like literally extras. And like, you know, these sets are huge and the costumes just look phenomenal. And that's the one thing I love about it. So I strongly recommend 10 Commandments if you've never seen it. It's got to be on a streaming platform. Maybe I'll sit through it one more time and let you get through it.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I wonder if your parents like biblical music. I know they're religious music. Movies.
They probably do. I assume. I know they've seen different biblical movies, so I assume that they like those Ten Commandments and all those. So, yeah.
And you can always like break it up and watch some Saturday and then some Sunday. So 5 commandments and then 5 commandments. No, it's not like 7 where they go through the 7 deadly sins. They literally, it's not like, and the first commandment we will learn about is thou shalt not kill. No, it's not like that at all. It's just how they were made.
Right.
I can't believe I have to explain to people what this is all about. So anyhow, there is a couple like obvious Christmas. The other one I will state is another delightful film. And I do know I showed you this, and I think I showed it to you last year, Easter Parade.
Yes.
And I bet you don't remember anything about it.
Not a thing.
And you know why? Because I watch this almost every year, and I cannot still tell you what the hell happens in this movie.
But I know we did watch it. I remember.
Yes, I know that Judy Garland and Fred Astaire, I believe, are in it.
Okay.
I feel bad because I can't remember. Yes, I think he's the lead in it.
Okay.
And I remember them singing Easter Bonnet.
Yeah.
And I believe there's a song called Snooky Ookums that makes me giggle.
That sounds
I hope I'm getting the right movie here.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I can't tell you. If somebody put a gun to my head, because that's a nice image for Easter Extravaganza, I don't think I could tell you what this movie's about. I just assume Judy Garland wants to put on a show or something. And there's Easter in it. So, but it's a wonderful film, and it's great because every year you can watch it and it's like you've never seen it before. Because it's not memorable, but like Singing in the Rain or, some of the other great.
Parade in it, so,
There is a parade. I do remember that. And there is bonnets and people wearing nice things. But it's not like The Sound of Music or Singing in the Rain. I never can remember what this is about. And then when I watch it, I remember bits and pieces, but it's like I'm watching a brand new movie. It's like literally like Groundhog Day. Have I seen this? And Mike's like, you watch this every year. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's funny. You'd think I'd remember.
You need to do a review of it, then maybe you'll remember.
Maybe. That's a good idea. But it's too late now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't do it and then have it come out after Easter. But next year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, because you'd think you'd remember it, because there aren't that many Easter movies.
Yeah.
I can remember most of the Christmas movies I watch, even the bad ones.
Yeah.
But Easter Parade, I can't remember anything about it, and I think I've seen it 3 times now. And as I said, I showed you last year, and I'm like, already.
Yeah, I don't
Snooky Ookums. Snooky Ookums. I have to look to see. Pardon me, this is totally unprofessional.
This is very important, yes.
I need to look up to see if Snooky Ookums is in this movie. And no, this isn't a character's name.
Aw, that'd be even better.
Yeah, no, it's not like Truly Scrumptious from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Let's see what great songs. Oh, it even has like the song Steppin' Out With My Baby, which is a huge song.
Okay.
Musical numbers. I feel like I cannot. I said Snooky Ookums 900 times, and I bet you that's like going to be in something else.
Oh.
I do not see Snooky Ookums.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I got reading. Where the hell is Snooky Ookums? Or is this something how do you even spell Snooky?
Maybe it's a lyric in one of the songs?
No. I can't believe I'm typing in Snooky Ookums. I don't even know how to spell. Anyhow, I want to say it's Easter Parade.
Okay.
So we're going to go with that. I'm moving on. This movie's pissing me off. Okay. Oh, I'm opening every app except Zoom, so I can't see my lovely bunny ears anymore. Yeah, no, I don't need my music right now, thank you. There, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay. Snooky Ookums, Snooky Ookums. Gotta be Easter Parade.
Probably.
I'm going to watch Easter Parade tonight after this.
Oh, yeah, so you can forget about it again.
All right, another movie is called Hop. This is a nice family-friendly one where the Easter Bunny's kid doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny because he wants to be a rock star.
Right.
And it stars James Marsden and Russell Brand as the voice of evil. And boy, for those of you who are going to be doing the trivia this week, I'm helping you out a lot tonight because I've mentioned two things, but I won't say what. But anyhow, I don't mind. I actually like Hop. Did I show you Hop?
Yes, you did. I liked it.
Yes.
It's a good one.
I think Hop is a nice movie. There's some weirdness in it.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's quite good.
Yeah.
I like James Marsden a lot, and it's weird because I was kind of taken to see Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm like, wow, James Marsden's becoming the guy to go to be opposite animated characters because it's pretty much the same thing. He's like,
Okay.
I almost thought it might be the same guy, but it's not.
Oh.
But Hop is a really fun, cute movie for the family. It's not my favorite. The thing that freaks me out the most, and probably why Corda doesn't enjoy a nice jelly bean now and again, is he poops jelly bean.
Yes.
Who thinks this is a good idea? Like, does that make you really want to eat some jelly beans on Easter morning?
Yeah, it's just not a good plan.
And okay, I just got to get this off my chest. You know, I am not a big fan of the poo emoji,
No.
but the fact that it's become so ingratiated. So, I have basically said, I'm making a list of things that I consider the end of mankind. And this is a great topic to be talking about
Very Easter.
on Easter.
Yeah.
But the other day I went to the dollar store to pick up a few things, and in their Easter stuff, they have those great eggs that you can like put little surprises in. So the kids can, when they're searching in the backyard or wherever in your house, and they find eggs,
Yeah.
you know, the annual egg hunt, they can open it and get little candies, toys, or whatever you put in there, toothbrushes. I don't know, that probably wouldn't fit. Just a wad of dental floss. That would be nice. Those Kentucky Fried Chicken wet one naps. That's
There you
nice to
go.
find in there, you know. But anyhow, this year they actually have poo.
Oh my.
Multicolored poo. So if your kids don't want to search for eggs, they can do a poo hunt. Okay, I'm just going to say right now, if your kids would prefer to hunt for poo, then maybe you should get a dog and have him do his business and have them learn to pick it up
Yeah.
and then immediately probably go get psychiatric help for them because eggs is strange enough
Yeah.
doing an Easter egg hunt, but if your kid is really giddy about looking for shit,
Yeah. That's
so
weird.
yeah, so this is going to be added right next to stuffed animal poo emoji that people let their kids snuggle with poo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Hold on, I gotta stare in the camera for urgency. I'm looking at you. If you do that, now I'll get off my high horse and my soapbox as we continue some more Easter movies that you might want to watch. Not an Easter movie, but could be.
Okay.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's got chocolate.
Oh yeah. It's all
So it's got lots of stuff. This should be an Easter favorite.
Mhm.
Maybe it is in your household. I like watching it around this time. And it's got that darkness, you know, where they're
Yeah.
in that tunnel and they're chopping off chickens' heads. Other Easter stuff. You know, you're having fried chicken that night or something. But I think Willy Wonka is a perfect. And when I say Willy Wonka, no offense if you like that Johnny Depp version, but I'm going Gene Kelly. Gene Wilder.
Gene Kelly would be cool too, but I don't.
Yes,
get a
Gene
version.
Kelly would have made a magnificent Willy Wonka. Looked like Bugs Bunny right now. Well, you know, Mike will be watching it because he could just watch hours of Bugs
Oh
Bunny.
yeah.
So anyhow, there is something you can watch. Willy Wonka. Your imagination. All right. I remember The Wizard of Oz being always shown around this time. Now, I can watch The Wizard of Oz any time of year.
Yeah.
And I tend to. If it's the summer and I want to see Wizard of Oz, if I need comfort food, I'll put The Wizard of Oz on. I've watched it at Christmas, Thanksgiving, but I remember Easter and Thanksgiving. I think CBS would roll it out, and it's just a great movie. I guess there's farmyard stuff. You know, the Scarecrow is kind of Eastery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rise of the Guardians.
Yes.
You knew this was coming up. It was this week's Misunderstood Movies. So after this, please go look up my Misunderstood Movies, Rise of the Guardians. I'll talk a little bit about it now, but I did a really great job, and Corda did an amazing job editing it.
Thank you.
I think it's a very underrated film, and I think it should be. This is better than Hop. It's a nice animated film. You could watch it near Christmas. You could watch it near, but I think it's more of a Christmas movie because I think it takes place around Easter.
Yeah. It takes,
Oh, sorry, Easter movie. I'm
Yeah.
lost already.
Yeah.
What else are you looking up after this? Snooky Hookums and I can't remember.
Chicken grabber.
Chicken grabber. Yeah, chick, 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 yeah, chick, chick, chick.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but Rise of the Guardians is one of my very favorite movies. It's
All time?
of all time. Yeah.
It's great. Your mom liked it too. She
Yeah.
said she loves this movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that because it is a really good movie, and I want more people to see it.
Mhm.
When I do those misunderstood movies, I try to find something misunderstood just so I could talk about them.
Mhm. I didn't realize it was that that it wasn't that popular. I just assumed everyone loved it because I do. So I was surprised when you said that it wasn't.
I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and as I said, when I did my research, it made a little bit of money at the box office, but it caused people to lose their jobs, and
Wow.
they think they lost like a lot of money.
Fantastic movie. I love that movie.
I agree. And that's why it's on my list of movies you should watch during Easter. I hope we're giving you a good chance. Like, I know some of you are going to be watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or catching up on The Mandalorian or WandaVision, and that's great.
Yeah.
But if you're in the mood to see something Easter, and I am only scratching the surface here, because I'm not even hitting all the Passion of the Christ or Temptation of Jesus, I think it was called, or something, or The Greatest Story Ever Told, Noah, whatever.
Yeah.
These are all good. I just don't want to talk about them. I will talk about one more religious film, though. Jesus Christ Superstar.
Of course.
I like this movie. This is a movie I watch with the fast forward clicker. I like the movie. I've seen it many times.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it on the big screen.
That'd be
I think they showed it recently, not recently because of the pandemic, but I remember the Westdale showed it, but I had other plans that day, and I really was upset that I wasn't going to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Because then I'd have to sit through it.
So is it the
But there
the
are songs
version or the
I
older
love in it.
version? Is it the newer or the older version that you like? The older one?
I'm recommending the 70s
Yeah, that's what I figured.
version, not the, because you're talking about the stage play that they filmed.
I don't know if it was a stage play or not. Like I know it was a stage play, but I don't know if they filmed it as a stage play. But I've got two versions of it, and I know I like the 70s one. I can't remember if the other one is just a stage one or if it's. I think it was filmed like a movie.
Yeah, I want to say Ted Neely and Carl Anderson are in that movie. Yvonne Element, maybe.
Yeah.
But I do like the 70s one because it's
Yeah.
got a great 70s musical vibe to it, which I really like.
Yeah.
And they take some good chances on it, too. And I like watching the visuals, but there are a couple songs that I just kind of like. I get the gist of it. Kind of like fast forwarding the Bible, you know. You're like, it's not my favorite song.
Yeah.
Boy, This is certainly not for religious people.
No.
I respect your religion and I believe a lot of it.
Yes.
Anyhow, but I guess I should give you some time because I'm sure you want to talk about Jesus and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Oh, oh, sorry. I think it's
Joseph.
Joseph.
Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. And honestly, I didn't
Joseph
even
didn't give that coat to Jesus?
I didn't even think that one. I figured we were going to have to talk about Godspell, which is basically also the Easter story.
Oh my God, you're bringing up Godspell? I should watch that. I should watch that again. I know you showed it to me, I think.
Yeah. I thought you.
Now, the thing I know about Godspell is I remember when I was a youngin in the 70s, I was in choir and we sang some of the songs.
Okay.
And I remember I had like a music teacher who was a real hippie.
Okay.
And really was into Godspell. And we didn't see the movie because it's pretty innocent, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of consider it to be like Jesus Christ Superstar light version, you know.
Yeah, you're right. And then basically what happened was you said, "Oh, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, the greatest movie ever." No, okay.
I don't remember any of that. But...
I remember you putting the makeup on.
No.
Best movie since until Cats came out.
Oh yeah.
And then and then I remember you showing it to me, and I was like, sorry, I'm doing the Count Defula face.
Acquired taste.
And the funny thing is I remember, like, you know, I'm like, yeah, this is a great movie. You know, it's really tells the tale, you know, and but the stupid thing is I actually think I own that movie. I think I bought it at a dollar store. Why did I feel the need I needed that movie? But I don't know. I may have to whip that out for Easter. Day by day. Is that a song? Because that's the only one I know right now.
That's it.
Oh Lord, day by day. Copyright head. They should be thankful that we're promoting God's.
Oh yeah.
So okay, if you had to choose between the Donny Osmond, Joseph, and the Technicolor Dreamcoat or Godspell, what would you recommend people watch?
Honestly, I think that Joseph's a better movie. The Joseph and Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat's better. Musically and everything else, yeah. Godspell's fun, but it is, you know, weird, and it's not as much a story as just a whole bunch of small biblical bits of the Bible, like that. It's like they do little lessons from the Bible through the whole thing.
So, in New York City.
Yes. Well, all dressed up in hippie clothes and stuff like that, but it's all little Bible segments and stuff. So it's not as much a full story. Whereas Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is a actual story that they do and everything. So.
And my suggestion, if between Godspell and Joseph and Technicolor Dreamcoat, if you have to watch one of them, I'd say one of the Percy Jackson movies.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
It has nothing to do with Easter. It popped into my head.
That works.
I know. If this is your first time, I apologize. I can be a little incoherent when we don't have guests and I just go off on a tangent. So I said springtime movies are always good, and two I will offer here is Bambi.
Is what?
Bambi?
Oh, Bambi, yeah, that makes sense.
Bambi's quite nice for Easter.
Yeah.
It's got all the tropes of Easter.
Yeah.
Spring, all the blossoms flowering, them all falling in love, your mother getting shot.
Yeah.
You know, all stuff you want to think about around Easter, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't watched Bambi in ages. I think the best review I ever heard of it was, I think it was Entertainment Weekly said it's the best. It's a masterpiece for 3-year-olds. As in, the movie really doesn't hold you as much as an adult. It looks pretty.
Yes.
But it's not like The Lion King or something.
Yeah.
It's just kind of something a kid would watch and just be like amazed by the talking animals. But adults are more like, put on Sleeping Beauty or, you know, Frozen again.
Yeah.
Are you a big Bambi fan?
Not really. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years. I think it is more for really little kids, like except for the whole killing off
Yeah.
the mother thing. You know.
I do. I do. I remember seeing it at the theater. Like, I remember
Yeah.
during one of the re-releases. And I know I've seen it multiple times. And I know I own it because I own all the anime, most of the animated. I think there's a couple I'm
Mhm.
missing. But the classics, I think. And you have to have that one. I really should watch Bambi again.
And it's supposed. I think it's supposed to be scary at the end too, because there's a forest fire or something, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There is.
So
So
that would be
maybe
scary
it's
for the little kids.
maybe we need to give Bambi a rewatch at some
Yeah,
point.
maybe.
Yeah. And the other one I haven't seen in years, but this is the animated version. I know they did a live action version, Charlotte's Web.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a really interesting one that I remember I really liked. And I know I picked this one up and I really want to watch this again. I remember it's sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad. And have you ever seen Charlotte's Web?
I think I have
Or
seen
read the
it, but I
book?
mostly know it from the book.
Yeah.
I've read the book a lot, so I mean not recently,
But
but you know.
I think I bought it again because I found out that Paul Lynde is one of the voices.
Oh, okay.
Anything with Paul Lynde pumps my nads. So, um, yeah. So there you go. There's some Easter stuff, and I know we're missing a ton of
Oh
Easter
yeah.
stuff. So please, in the comments, if you have a favorite Easter movie, even if it's not Easter, put
Mhm.
it in the credits,
Yeah.
in the comments of the credits, and let us know because we'll talk about it with you
Yeah.
because we're just happy. You know, lately I've been getting those hits from like spyware, and I'm just kind of happy that we're getting hits. But I do tell her to take them off. But
Well, yeah.
I do enjoy them for the few seconds that I'm like, oh, somebody commented, "Damn you, spyware!" That is spyware, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something like that.
They pick up on a word and like,
Yeah.
we get so little comments here. Please help out a buddy. I picked out 4 movies that, if you're not really into Easter, then here you go.
Okay.
Thank me later. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to put Watership Down on here because it's got bunnies. Have you
Okay.
read this book?
No, but I've heard enough to know that
Yeah.
that's not an Easter movie.
Yeah, it is though. In the UK, this used to show quite often.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And I remember when I was a little kid, I remember when it first came out, and I was excited because I saw the posters with bunnies on it.
Yep.
And then my brother is kind of like, yeah, I don't really think that would be for you. You
No.
cry at anything.
Yeah.
So I should put that on. I should have like a really twisted, just sitting on my ass Easter Sunday and just put these movies on that I want to rewatch, like Bambi and Jesus Christ Superstar and Godspell. And good God, my eyes would fall out of my head, especially if
Yeah.
I ended like Watership Down and the 10 Commandments. It's like,
Oh, good grief. Yeah.
I never want to watch TV again. But then, no offense, people. Don't judge me because that's pretty much what you're doing when you're binge watching. But I'm really sassy. It's the ears.
I think it is.
I blame the ears. Okay, so Watership Down might be one I watch. Who knows? Maybe even tonight. All right. You want to talk eggs? How about Alien or Aliens? It sort of qualifies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an Easter egg hunt. The second one, they're looking for the nest. So it's like the most kick-ass Easter egg hunt. I want to start Aliens to be like Die Hard. It's an Easter movie, I swear. Everybody goes on about Die Hard. Let's make Aliens the next.
Easter movie, yeah.
Yeah. So it's an Easter egg hunt. So there you go. This one does kind of qualify because it fits into that Godspell role. Life of Brian, Monty Python.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. That's an Easter.
It's basically tells biblical stories from another guy's point of view.
Yeah.
The guy who was also born on Jesus' birthday that wasn't Jesus.
Yes.
And it's a fun movie, and it does have all the tropes in it, including Is so saying it's got the crucifixion, is that a spoiler?
Not really.
Like,
It's not a
if I
spoiler.
mention, he gets strung up and strung up again, I went with there.
Yeah.
But this also, this is kind of a spoiler too. But do you know why people get pissed off at, like, because when Jesus Christ Superstar came out, it was like religious people really wanted nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
You know what the reason was?
Yeah.
What was it?
There's no resurrection.
Right.
Yeah.
They actually do not have the resurrection in it, and they end with the crucifixion. Spoilers!
Yeah.
I don't know if Andrew Lloyd Webber was going to do a sequel.
Maybe.
I don't know, because they were pretty big hits, and we still haven't seen a sequel.
Yeah.
But that would be awesome. Jesus Christ Superstar 2, 2 days later.
I guess it wouldn't be as, like, rough and impactful and everything when it's basically like, hey guys, I'm fine. And it's like a whole musical about, hey, I'm back.
And this last one I'm going to recommend is one more people watch at Halloween,
Oh.
but it technically has a big rabbit in it. Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay.
Another movie you haven't seen.
No, I've not.
A definite movie to put in when you're just looking for lighthearted entertainment and just gives you the feels. Okay, I'm kidding. Quick. You're not.
Better to make
Donnie Darko is a movie I like, but this is a movie that you put on when you want to question your existence. If you want to realize if life is worth going on. It's a really dark movie. I remember having a discussion about some people. Some people think it's not dark and it's just pretentious.
Oh.
And then there's others that actually think it's huge.
Yeah.
I think it's huge. I like it a lot, but hey, power to you if you think it's pretentious. But you know what? I'm going to put it in as an Easter movie. I've never seen it. I'll also put in Harvey, because that's about a guy who talks to an invisible rabbit.
Yeah.
But not as Eastery, because at least in Donnie Darko you see the rabbit.
Okay.
Give you bloody nightmares. Give you bloody nightmares, but I wonder if there's any Easter horrors besides like Alien, which is an Easter movie, I'm now telling you.
That's right.
I can't think of an Easter movie. There's got to be one.
Yeah.
There's got to be. They've done every, like, after Halloween, they did everything from Mother's Day to Friday the 13th to Christmas, New Year's. There's got to be a wicked rabbit running around eating.
Yeah, probably.
But anyhow, let us know what not only what your favorite things to watch at Easter are, but traditions that you do. I remember one Easter tradition, I can never remember the name of it, but when I used to visit my relatives in Whitby, they used to play a game where after the dinner's all done, you kind of take the eggs that you colored and you have like a fight where you hit the eggs together, and whoever doesn't crack is the winner. So you go around, everybody takes an egg, and then you smash this egg. I can't remember if this is like a European or Polish tradition.
Okay.
It has a name, and it was always kind of fun. It's very aggressive.
Yeah.
You smash the eggs, and then believe it or not, they don't both smash.
Okay.
You have a dominant egg, and then you go around, and the person who has the egg that does not break is the winner.
Oh.
You get bragging rights.
Yeah, I guess. I've never heard of that.
No. So go smash your eggs. I personally like to make French toast now.
Yeah.
I guess you could put a little dye in it and have a little eggs thing. I'd like to, every year I think to myself, you know what, I'm going to decorate some eggs.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to get some of those, like, pills that you put in the water and they go, and then you just, dip the eggs. And then when I think about all the work and the mess,
and the cleaning
I'm just like, you know what, maybe I'll wait till one day when there's kids in my life again, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it would be fun to You know what? Because of this pandemic is so ridiculous, um, I think it would be fun to do that with just a group of adults.
It would.
Yeah, you could, have some fun egg coloring
Yeah.
with. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. You know, 2, 3 years from now, when the pandemic's over, we can all do that.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, what can I say? I usually have a dance party in my house. I think last year we didn't because the pandemic was around this time. We're at the
Yeah.
year thing. So there will be an online dance party this Saturday.
Yeah.
If you're watching this past April 3rd, 2021, maybe next year. You missed it. Um,
Yeah.
but if you do miss it and you notice it's a few days, we'll probably have it up for you. And I try not to call it an Easter dance party because there's, out of the 8 songs I mentioned that I put in my MP3 shuffle to celebrate this wonderful occasion, not many are danceable.
No,
Maybe the bunny hop, but
probably the best
it's,
one.
and I'll probably play that because I always do. It's a tradition,
Yeah.
but it's probably sad because we're all in our own homes and it's not
Yeah.
like we can grab each other's waists
And do
and
a
it's
bunny
just a
hop.
bunch of people just thinking about touching each other. And on that note, this has been a silly show and I like it. And I hope we get the massive uh, ratings that we did for the St. Patrick's Day. Um, not that much, but I'm happy with every hit we get. And if you are one of the people that do watch this show and we make you laugh, I do know I promised you a guest. We will have guests soon. Um, and I look forward to that. And because I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Never, never.
No.
But anyhow, we hope you enjoyed our Easter special. Now I'm going to go and deliver some eggs. And Cordy, you go do whatever you want to do. Dye
Usually
your
get this up
breasts.
online, you know.
Pardon?
Usually just get this up online, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you get some work before you dye your breasts and paint them as Easter eggs. I know you do that. And
Oh,
the really detailed, the very detailed Ukrainian.
oh yeah.
Come and find them, boys.
Oh,
Okay, we just went right into the toilet with the class,
yeah.
and I don't think we were riding too high.
No.
We're going to say goodbye. Thank you very much. I do hope you have an amazing Easter. Thank you if you made it through to the end, and we made you chuckle, we made you laugh, we made you smile, we made you not feel lonely, and you just put us in the back while you were ironing. I'm good with anything.
Yep.
So comment. Let us know what your traditions are. Let us know what movies you like to watch on Easter weekend, and we will be back next week. So I'm going to go hop down the bunny trail, and we'll see you next time.